Okay, I don't know what's up with the Twitch website, but it is not cooperating with me right now. Let's just try reloading that entire page. Oh, that's the whole... Oh, the whole thing is just not happy. Oh. Let's see. Oh, no, it's reloading again. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Hi, I am Chef Jay Tay. Happy to see all of you back again. Happy to see bacon back on top again. How we doing? Welcome in, Muskeg. Hello, Sofluff. Hello, Muskeg. Why did I just say hi twice? Welcome, Nanreader. Hi there, JK4T. Welcome, Melvin. Happy to see all of you back. I got a new scale. It gets dirty very easily, but it's easy to clean. It doesn't have a timer and it doesn't say hello. But I have a new scale. It handles 30 pounds. Like most kitchen scales are like 10-pound range. Oh well. So that's my excitement for today. Other than I also got my ammo can that I talked about the other day. I got that today. So I now have an ammo canister for storing all my batteries. Which is probably a good idea because I realized that, like, I still have my lithium battery from the laptop I bought from my roommate in college. So, like, it's 20 years old plus in my life, in new to me territory. It's even older than that. I don't know how old it really is. I also realized that I had a Sirius XM, like, physical radio at one point that I don't even remember having. Like, I didn't even know that those, like, really existed. Like, isn't it just all built into cars? Because all of the cars have satellite links, they can sell your information. Loser is questionable. It didn't take off in America. Did much better internationally. Oops, way over. Hi, Alex. I still have a DVD player with 3 plug-in. I still have a 5 CD music carousel. I still have... I did get rid of my CD alarm clock at one point, but that's because after college and moving somewhere between college and Sonoma, it just got nasty. I also have a DVD read-write drive hooked up to a computer that can't use it. I thought I had hooked it up to get it to work before, but it doesn't work. The line art used to be better before I copy-pasted it into its current situation. The ASCII art. So did everyone study up on what the cans were from the photo in the Discord? Some of them were art. Like, it wasn't too long ago I saw a TikTok or a quick GIF of someone that's doing the same art with like a typewriter. A lot of it is me not necessarily beneficial for the world, but there is art there. It's a little like AI art. Like, right now a lot of people are unhappy about it. It's not going to be for everything. But it's got its uses. Which, I mean, if you got an old typewriter taking up space and you're trying to make a buck and... But regardless of how you try to make a buck, thank you for joining me. Cheers. Grok will probably do that for you, Melvin. I don't use Grok. I don't really advocate people use Grok or X. I'm not a big fan of X or Twitter. I still call it Twitter most of the time, to be honest. I don't know why I called it X just now. But they don't care about copyrights. Let's see if we can get the Twitch website to work now. Hey, that's working a little better now. Setting up our first canned vote of the evening. Okay, and we have our first vote up there. First round of cans. It's actually one of the more decisive rounds, despite being questionably the least exciting. It is not showing very well there. I don't know how to get this scene to look better. I don't know what I've got going on wrong with this. Let's see, is that... That's a little better, there we go. You can at least see the numbers that way. We got 4 votes for number 4. Four for 1. I think people are tracking which are the new cans. I lied to all of you by changing which the numbers are. So it's not the new cans, but I think someone is tracking who the new cans are. Because I do believe cans number 1 and 4 were the numbers that were originally replaced in this before I swapped one of them. By ridge marks. How many? The more ridge marks, the more likely? Let's get down to the details here. I mean, honestly, we have 4 more rounds of this. We need something to talk about. Ooh, number 4 gets our first round. Round 2. So we have our vegetable of the evening. What shall be our bean? Got a tie between 1 and 4 once again. Maybe chat just likes 1 and 4. Oh, wow. I didn't realize they changed the transform menu in OBS. I'm going to have to analyze that further. The internets are not loving my stream tonight. I apologize if I'm jittery. On behalf of the internet. It's not my fault. It's the internet's fault, but... We have another winner. We have can number 1. We'll leave can number 1 a mystery to me. 78 and 79. Eeny, meeny, miny. Let's go for the bigger cans first. Third vote up. Early votes for number 3. I believe number 2 is the new can in this container today. Just putting that out there. I got a cutesy little spreadsheet now. It shows me all of the cans and all of the amounts. I'm not going off of a paper list anymore. It's sort of handy being in the store now, because I can pop it up on my phone and be like, okay, I can grab that and maybe use it for this or maybe use it for that. Or I have one of those already. I haven't used it for that yet, but... That's something I gotta start doing. My dad's done that for years with restaurant receipts. I don't know why he keeps them, but I need to start keeping my receipts from stores. Or taking photos of them. I don't really want to take photos of them because then that sends it to Google. Even though Google probably gets the info anyways. We have a tie. We have a runoff between can number 3 and number 4. It's only going to go for 1 minute. It's going to be a quickie. It's a quickie. What'll it be? Ooh, it's another close vote too. 3 versus 4. Ooh, three getting the lead. Will Poker influencing the crowd? Can you get over there, mouse? Where are you? There we go. You know, it's really hard to work with text on a 640 by 480 screen. With chat. Sorry. Hey! Alright, 4th round out of 5. Back to a 2-minute duration. Got a 4-vote lead for number... Chat just loves number 4, don't you? You're just for it. I fished lingcod off the coast of California. Not very successfully, but... I've only gone fishing in the Pacific once. It was when a former employee of mine actually invited me out with him and his family. It was a great day. I wasn't very good at it. I don't claim to be a fisherman at all, but it was a nice day. Number 4 again. All in the 70s and the high 60s tonight, huh? Here, let's go ahead and get some of these out of the way here. Early. And on to usually the most contentious round. The one with all the odd-shaped cans. Here we can do a rotation too, because we got number 1 that's a rectangle one too. And then we got the supposedly regular, normal round cans. Two and 4, the early lead. Chat going for 2 instead of 1 this time. Always a fan of 4, though. Melvin, I bet you like Ruffles. You like Ruffles potato chips, don't you? Last chance. Are we going to have to tie vote? Tie runoff. Between 2 and 4. 1 minute on the poll. Last poll of the evening. Number 4 versus number 2. I like the crunch of kettle chips. I think the reject pile on a pot in a bag of kettle chips is much higher. It makes it less enjoyable for me. It's not the browning, it's the ones that are like rock hard. Like, there's an occasional rock hard chip in like a Ruffles or other type of potato chip. But there are a lot of them in the kettle chips. So we have a final vote on number 4. So, you voted for Korean barbecue spam. Let's see, 75. Oh, let's go through what you didn't vote for. That's always fun. Chat always wants to hear that. In the meat category, you did not vote for Brazilian corned beef. You did not vote for corned beef hash. You did not vote for mystery can. And you did not vote for, I think it's hot and spicy? Yeah, hot and spicy spam. So you did not vote for beef gravy. You did not vote for spicy poblano queso blanco. You did not vote for Cajun potatoes and peppers. And you did not vote for chicken gravy. You did vote for green enchilada sauce. You did not vote for mandarin oranges. Still. You did not vote for organic pumpkin. You did not vote for whole blueberries and syrup. And you did not vote for mixed fruit with extra cherry. You voted for pineapple chunks. Some rather pale looking pineapple chunks too. You did not vote for mushroom stems and pieces. How did we do this? How did I do this? Okay, you did not vote for mushroom stems and pieces. You did not vote for fire roasted diced tomatoes. You did not vote for Mexican style street corn. You voted for regular corn. Except that's the carrots. And this is the corn. And we don't have beans. And I have something mismarked, apparently. Because that is bean liquid. What do I have? Kidney beans. Okay, that's better. How did I end up like this, though? I'm really confused what I messed up with my can system. Like, we got the right distribution of the right things here, but the number system in the cutesy spreadsheet is not working. Yeah, I did my taxes too. I get that one, Melvin. That just sort of looks inappropriate. Oh, I've got things still going on the screen here that need to go bye-bye. There, that's better. I think we're making enchiladas. Chicken enchiladas with Spam. Actually, let's do this over on this side. So I'm going to start off by staring off all these chicken breasts that I have hanging out that I need to use up. I'm actually doing enchiladas on Monday too. But I have so many tortillas in the house now that it's just like, yeah, that sort of needs to happen. Although I will say that Monday, well, we're going to do enchiladas tonight. We're going to do, on Sunday, we're going to be doing Colorado. I have decided that for Colorado, I'm going to be doing a Mexican hamburger, which is a Colorado dish that's not your typical hamburger. I'm doing more the Denver style of Colorado hamburger in that it's a hamburger with refried beans wrapped in tortilla, and then the whole thing is smothered with their style of chili, which is a green chili and pork chili with the typical Mexican fixins on the side. So that is going to be Sunday. And then Monday, figuring that I was going to have all of these like Mexican things from the Mexican hamburger, much less today, and all of the tortillas in house, I said I'll do enchiladas and use up everything else left over in the house. Now we're doing enchiladas twice. I'm mostly intrigued by the whole chili part to it, because I don't know that I've had Colorado green chili before. And I haven't really looked into it yet, other than I know it's green chili based and it's pork based. But I don't know, like, how much pork is in it, how much of it is chilies, how much chilies are in it. So that is my research between now and Sunday. I just washed my hands, we need to get rid of the skin here, so, oh well. To be honest, there wasn't a whole lot that I could find for Colorado. For having so much, like, of a food scene, like, I used to know a fair number of chefs in the Colorado area, people doing things for all the ski people and all that. And I'm shocked that there isn't, like, more of a cuisine. It's just all like, well, we got this local veg and these fruits. They're a little different, which excited to try it out though. Okay, flame back on because that was smoking a bit hard already. Give the pan a moment to recover. I think Chubby's was one of the photos that I saw of what it looked like. I think the honest answer is I am going to try and find out a little bit what the authentic chili is, and then the rest of it I'm going to half wing. But the one I saw, and I'm not sure if it was, I think it was one of the big ones there, so it's probably one of those two. I think it was maybe Chubby's. It had basically a recipe there. It was more... Actually, it probably was Santiago's. Now you mentioned that since they have stuff in the stores, because they were like, and try our chili sort of a thing. Or look up our chili recipe, or something like that. That I didn't do. While that's heating up, we're going to chop up a bit of onion. That seems to be a pretty common one. Happened to Mary's Pizza Shack here in Sonoma. Like, it's a pretty decent local pizza chain. Like, it's a more of a sit-down, older style pizzeria than and parents passed away and the kids split it up, and immediately on the split up, like, they just like divvied up the stores, kept them all with the same name, and then give them entirely different, like, half of them were different profiles, like different menus, different now. Huh? My watch is dead. I'm gonna go plug it in. And it's plugged in. And we're back. If the camera can follow me. How are we doing this? I guess we're doing it like that. My favorite's the one in front of me. Why are you acting like I butchered you, knife? What's wrong with you? I'll take that back. I'm not... They're okay every once in a while. I'm not the hugest fish taco fan. Get your minds out of the gutter. Hard shells are decent. Actually, I was considering the alternative to the burger for Colorado, and the alternative to the burger were stacked enchiladas. Are we familiar with stacked enchiladas? They're like lasagna enchiladas, but they're done with like corn tortillas. So like you can do layer on top of layer on top of layers, often thrown with an egg on top. You're close to done. These water-filled ones are nowhere near. Well, that was the other alternative dish for Sunday, was their version of enchiladas, which are like stacked. I'm a fan of 50/50s. You can buy them now. I've been making them here at home, but like, I like the corn flavor, but I like the soft and chewy and elastic flour. So you get a little of both. They're like stacked Mexican tacos. We got a strainer in here. I'm gonna start straining cans here. We'll get rid of our kidney bean liquid. Strain the corn. Or carrots, not the corn. I don't have corn. I keep thinking I have corn. That's still under. You're much closer. Hi there, Mr. Ville. Yeah, it's getting tossed back in with sauce and everything. So if it's slightly under, it doesn't matter. But I do want all the color in there. Hunk of butter in with those onions. Sprinkle of salt. Hey, Knowledge. And strain our rather pale looking pineapple. Pineapple in the blender, along with our green sauce. You know, I just cleaned you. We're gonna hook down these onions here for a moment, because I want to throw some of them in with the sauce. I want to add a little heat to the sauce on top of what's already there, so I'll top that off with a little bit of cayenne too. Bit of extra garlic in there. Touch of soy sauce. Yep, tonight was Can It Be Delicious. Chat voted for kidney beans, carrots, pineapple chunks, green enchilada sauce, and Korean barbecue spam. I am adding chicken breasts that I had in the fridge and tortillas, and we're making enchiladas. I'm combining the enchilada sauce with the pineapple. This is all going into the filling, along with these onions and the chicken. Onions are going into the sauce too. A little delayed. Maybe reading chat a little too late from right now, but that's not a horrible description of what's going on right now. That's a passing grade. Now for the fun part with Spam. Oh, didn't collate come out cleanly? Almost. Get your mind out of the gutter. The sound. I don't think I have visual ASMR in my tags anymore. Do I? That was back when I actually cared about changing my keywords to whatever was trendy and thoughts that... Well, keywords have always been sort of a meme here on Twitch anyways, but... Okay, now we're gonna have to move that over here. We're going to move you over here. You out of the way. And we need to add a bunch of onions into this sauce. This back over here. Beans and carrots in with the onions. And I'm going to mute to blend this. Welcome in, El Capitano. We have our enchilada sauce. We got our Spam. We got our chicken. We got all of this loveliness in here. This needs a stir around. We're going to use a little chicken stock. Can I say once again, look at the beautiful color on that. Like, that's just gorgeous. I kept the Ziploc because I'm not using all of it tonight, I don't think. Although I cut the entire top off, it's usually easier to open the Ziploc. If I leave part of the top on to wedge my thumb against. There we go. Just a little bit of liquid in there. Okay, so we got this. We'll get that crisping on a second pan. Yep, it's can night. Just so much moisture that even though this chicken is very visibly looking too cooked to me, like that's looking too stringy but the amount of moisture that they have in it makes it feel like it's not even cooked. Same chicken I butchered the other night I was complaining about being full of water. This one's different. This is the normal chicken I buy. This is a Mary's chicken breast. Alright, so we got a bunch of chicken meat drop in there. Actually, we'll wait on that, because that chicken doesn't need to cook anymore. Instead, we're going to go over here and sizzle some Spam. That's all to a boil, so I'm cutting the heat on that. Now I'll add the chicken in there. add a bit of the enchilada sauce in with the chicken beans and all of that. Give this a taste. See where we're at. Sweet, spicy. Not super spicy at all, but it's got a little kick. That's looking good for our fillings. How's this looking over here? Start preheating our oven. Are we flipping sides or not? What are you looking at, camera? Let's see, are you working tonight? Nope, you're not working. Let's turn you on. Let's see if you wake up in a moment and start seeing me on the other side, on the flip side. Does that mean I just turned flip mode on? It very much so. It's not as bad as Mr. Wiggles. Mr. Wiggles doesn't even get turned on most of the time these days. Mr. Wiggles really did what they wanted. Son of Wiggles, it's next generation. It's slightly following the whims of the dictator slightly more. Are we still talking about cameras? No. Time for some water. Chat came up with him. Well, chat came up with Mr. Wiggles. I came up with Son of Wiggles. Not that that's very creative. Cheers. You gotta put it back up for a vote. I don't even know what I have over here. Do I have anything I can even use for this tonight? That's not going to work well for this. Flames off over here. We're just going to let that keep going. I'm going to move that pan over here. You trying to beat little one to bed? Little one, little ones. mini use. Ooh, add the break. I shall see all of you lovely people when we get back from the ad. I'm just going to be filling enchiladas. Chat's like, you forgot the spam. No, I haven't. Just putting that out there. Maybe you're just feeling the carbos from my dinner tonight through the camera. I've heard that's a thing. I ran out of tortillas. Guess I gotta open another pack. Opened a whole nother pack just because I needed one more. Is our oven coming up to temp? Don't got a lot of cheese in the house right now. Didn't plan for that very well for can night. Can it be delicious night? So I'm using up the last of the mozzarella I have in house. Don't have a good kocha or crispy spam. Crispy Korean barbecue spam. You can understand that, right? Should I be adding Parmesan to that party? It's not happening. I'm not putting nice Parmesan on this. We can do the cheap Parmesan. We got the cellulose Parmesan in here somewhere. Oh, that's buried. I'm not going to get that out either. Alright, so this deliciousness is going to go in the oven. Yeah, shaky cheese. Let's see if I can bury out the unbury the shaky cheese. Behind the Grateful Dead pie. We'll do some shaky cheese. There you go, shaky cheese. I guess we call that shaky cheese now. Like, up until now for me it was green can cheese. Alright, that's going to go in the oven just like that, folks. 350 degrees. It's approaching my top photo on Reddit. It's over 1,200 likes. Someone made a sticker out of it. Probably making money off of me. The only reason I'm not thinking it was entirely just a bot was because they actually asked me. I sort of feel like a bot would have just done it. So if someone's actually going through the trouble of putting that through a website and setting it all up, and they can have a couple of dollars. Just making my life easier later on. Let's set a timer here. Let's say 25 minutes. 25, 30 minutes. I mean, the majority of what we're doing here, we've already got everything cooked through with the enchiladas. But those flour tortillas haven't been reheated. You gotta heat that fat up in those tortillas and make them a little bit tastier. Have the whole thing come together. Melt all that cheese over the top. So that's going to take a couple of minutes, but typically you put something in there in 350 for 30-40 minutes in order to cook it through entirely, and I don't know if we really need to go that full step. Oh good, I can see things in the Middle East are going swimmingly. Let's see what else is in the news here. Tornadoes in the Midwest. Well, if you go back to 350 is sort of one of those standards. 300, 325, 350 are pretty much the three big ones for a lot of baking. You start getting into 400, 450, you're doing things at high heat in order to evaporate things quickly. But if you think about the temperature of water with Fahrenheit, you want to be 300-ish to do some decent work. 350, you're definitely gonna stay there. But with an older oven, before we had proper temperature control in an oven, 350 was really we're gonna keep you at that temperature the whole time. Whereas 300 was we're almost boiling all the time. Yes, I know it's 212 for boiling water. What is that mark from? I think that might be semi-permanent. As in, I'm not going to get that out. How we doing with everything else here? This is over 12 hours old, so it's probably a non-thing now. No, I'm not going to talk about that on stream. That's politics I don't need to talk about. We're a cooking stream. Let's see what the bot has for news and stuff in the cooking world. Does it say something for the world when I have the bot looking for news articles focused around the food industry, restaurants, and cooking trends? And in those, I have 2, 3 in the first one. Two in the second one. And 3 in the third one. Stories about AI. I know I drew that out long enough trying to count all of them, but like, I'm trying to look for food articles and I can't find anything but AI and politics. Alright, we're waiting on this in the oven to bake a little bit. I think this is a good time for a little bit of breather. Wipe down the kitchen and everything. Cleanup's going to be a non-issue tonight. I can finish up this pan though. But yeah, I think we're going to take a little bit of an AFK while we wait on this to cook in the oven. And I will see all of your lovely faces back here in 15. Case? See you then.
Gives you 7 ounces of non-fat milk solids in every loaf, the equal of 90 quarts a year if you serve it regularly. Every sandwich you make, every snack, gives you extra milk. For wonderful flavor combined with sound food values, serve Schmidt's Blue Ribbon Bread in the pantry pack.
What are you doing here? You ought to be outside with the rest of the kids.
This is where Thanksgiving really begins, isn't it, Edgar?
Well, now, if you're referring to the aroma of roast turkey, I concur.
No, Ray, I was talking about the kitchen. It looks like a real center of hospitality.
Did you say hospitality?
Uh-huh.
That's one thing we're always prepared for around here. Help yourself.
Wouldn't this be a good time for you and your guests to have Coca-Cola, too?
Yes, and Coca-Cola is so delicious, so refreshing, so tempting to any guest when you bring out those familiar bottles with tiny beads of moisture running down their frosty sides, assuring you that the Coke inside is really ice cold. And the good, The gracious, the friendly homes of America are always prepared for hospitality. Not only on Thanksgiving Day, but every day, all the year around, no matter who comes to call or who happens to drop in. And one of the easiest, simplest, and surest ways in the world to be prepared for hospitality is to have plenty of Coca-Cola in your refrigerator, ice cold and ready to serve all the time. It's a wonderful way to say to folks, so glad you came. Welcome anytime.
Next week, George and Gracie will be brought to you by Carnation.
Hiya, happy boy. Wish you'd been with me today. We saw a great dog show, some beautiful dogs. There was the handsomest poodle, a real beauty, an international champion. His owner gave me some good advice.
There are many dog foods on the market, but the Carnation Company makes the best. It's called Friskies, and it's quality all the way through.
You should have seen the champion collie. He won everything in sight. The handler told me.
A very important part of this champion's diet is meat. That's why we feed him Friskies. The principal ingredient is lean red horse meat, the best you can buy.
So happy, you're getting real quality, and you're going to get your Friskies right now.
Friskies is prepared to the high standards of Carnation Company and guarantees prime-grade nourishment.
Something new has been added. The General Electric portable mixer now has a drink mixer for delicious shakes and juice drinks in quicker than a shake. An extra attachment at no extra cost. This GE portable mixer weighs less than 3 pounds, yet it's powerful enough to blend the heaviest batter. Also mixes sauces at the range. It has low speed for cookie dough, medium speed for beating frostings, and high speed for whipping egg whites. And look, this handy push button releases the beaters at a touch. And no dangling cord. You can remove the cord so it stores neatly on the wall. Comes in 4 decorator colors. See it at your GE dealers. Does any mixing job anywhere.
Right, Aroni, the San Francisco treat. Right, Aroni, everybody's got the beat. Started out where cable cars play their song. Not right at home because very long. Right, Aroni, the San Francisco treat.
From San Francisco, famous for food, comes Rice-A-Roni, the exciting new side dish. Here at last is a welcome change from potatoes. Now you can serve Rice-A-Roni, a delicious side dish with meat, chicken, or fish. And you make Rice-A-Roni in minutes. Everything's right in the box. A packet of soup base, rice, and vermicelli that you brown in butter. Add the special herb-flavored broth, and in minutes, Rice-A-Roni. Fluffy, fragrant. A wonderful change from potatoes.
Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat.
I'm a guitar and I have strings. I like to play while someone sings. Hi, gang. Do you recognize this mouse guitar? It's just like the one the Mouseketeers gave me. And now Mattel Toy Makers, the people who made my mouse guitar, have a big surprise for you. You can have your very own mouse guitar just like mine. And look, I wrote out all the instructions so you can learn to play the songs we play on the show. Remember, gang, you can now get the mouse guitar wherever toys are sold for only $4. Hey, I almost forgot. Be sure to see the Mouseketeer Jr., too. Just turn the crank and it plays the Mouseketeer theme song. The Mouseketeer Jr. is only $1.80. Be sure to look for this label, gang. You can tell it's Mattel. It's swell.
If you're still watching television on a small screen set, you're missing a lot. Here, for example, is a close-up on a 10-inch set. See how much smaller it is than my head? Now I'd like to show you the same close-up on a 21-inch set. There. Just look at the difference. She's as big as I am now. You can have big screen close-ups just like that. Close-ups as large as life with RCA Victor's great new 21-inch model, the Master 21. At the lowest 21-inch price in RCA Victor history. As little as $199.95. Visit your RCA Victor dealer soon. See television's greatest value, the Master 21. Big screen 21-inch quality TV for $199.95. And remember, every year more people buy RCA Victor than any other television.
You are now looking at a slice of bread being spread with creamy-style Skippy peanut butter, as only Mary Ellen can spread it there. All right, now, as you look at that, I don't want you to leave me, because I want to show you something, believe it or not, that a lot of people like even better. Suppose we were to take some fresh roasted peanuts here, and like Mary Ellen has been doing all evening, and putting them in a nut chopper here. Give a couple more little chugs, will you, please? Mm-hmm. I think that'll do it just fine. Now you find in there some just tiny little golden nuggets of roasted peanuts, and they are colossal. Now, I want to try something here. Suppose we were to take these, now let me try an experiment, do you mind, honey? And we'd sprinkle them over the creamy-style Skippy. Say, how is that, huh?
Ooh, that looks good.
It does look good. All I did that for was to tell you that you can get that and enjoy it anytime you want. You won't have to go through any chopping process either, because the Skippy people do that for you in chunk style. That's done for you up in the factory. Now, chunk style, you see, has sprinkled all through it very generously through the entire jar those golden little nuggets that you saw there, just about like that. So that's already done for you there. Now, of course, either style, whether it's cream or chunk. Did you get that? You are getting the peanut butter and cream.
Say, you gals think you're lucky you can get Swanson TV turkey dinners, but I say Swanson TV turkey dinners are a bigger break for husbands. Now, you take me. I can be early, I can be late, I can bring pals to dinner anytime I please, and get this, my wife never panics. She just takes Swanson TV turkey dinners from the freezing compartment of our refrigerator when I'm a little off schedule.
Oh, and right you are, Jack. And that is because Mary Lou knows that she can have a swell dinner ready in just 25 minutes.
Right.
And talk about easy. Well, she just pops Swanson TV turkey dinners in a hot oven. You know, they're oven ready in individual heat and serve trays. With Swanson TV turkey dinners, you just heat and you serve big and hearty slices of moist, tender Swanson turkey with grand giblet gravy and special cornbread dressing and fluffy whipped sweet potatoes with golden Swanson butter and garden fresh peas with more butter.
Mother Murphy, lucky me. My wife uses Swanson TV turkey dinners. And make your husband lucky, too. Get Swanson TV turkey dinners, Swanson TV fried chicken dinners, Swanson TV beef dinners from your grocer's big freezer.
Yes, sir. If you want real entertainment, the best place to find it is in front of a General Electric Black Daylight Big-as-Life television set. Sports, comedy, drama, news, music. Yes, they're all yours, merely at the turn of a dial. This model has a big 16-inch black rectangular tube that lets you see everything that the camera sees, true to life and as big as life. Sparkling contrast and sharp focus give you pictures of such clarity that you feel you're right there on the scene. The cabinet, designed and constructed by America's leading cabinet makers, fits gracefully into any type of room. Genuine mahogany veneers, hand-rubbed for lasting beauty and durability, are just one example of the painstaking attention to every detail, which makes this cabinet one that you'll be proud to have in your home. The precision engineering and careful assembly techniques used in making this General Electric Black Daylight television set are your assurance of television at its finest. See it in operation at your General Electric dealers tomorrow. And when you see it, well, you'll know that you're seeing the best.
Alexis Lachine wines are full of flavor. Alexis Lachine wines are dry. Alexis Lachine wines are mellow. Drink an Alexis Lachine wine with any kind of food, or anytime you feel like relaxing with a drink. Alexis Lachine, fine French wines.
If you're a student, a mother active in club work, a man who brings work home from the office, this was made for you. The Remington Office Writer, a new kind of portable designed to give you the extra features you need. King-size carriage, so long it can handle a sheet of school notebook paper lengthwise. Look, the Office Writer types nearly the full 11-inch length of the paper, the only portable it can. The Office Writer types up to 10 carbons, so that even the very last copy is easy to read. Cut clear, clean stencils unlike any ordinary portable. See the exciting new Remington Office Writer at your dealers. The price only $149.50, carrying case at slight additional cost. Available after a small down payment for only $1.50 a week. Terms payable monthly, including taxes and a small carrying charge.
Now, a new creation from Seal Test. Cottage cheese in ready-to-serve portions. Handy envelopes bring you brand new convenience and ease. Zip, it's open, quick and neat. Just the amount you need, the easy way to serve cottage cheese. The rest stays moist and creamy, ready for next time.
Are they handy? Cottage cheese in ready-to-serve portions.
So easy to use, quick, and no bother at all.
The rest stays really fresh, moist, and creamy.
Yes, serving cottage cheese was never as easy as this. Seal Test's new square package with handy, ready-to-serve portions. Zip, it's open, simple as can be. The rest stays moist and creamy fresh. You'll love Seal Test cottage cheese in new, ready-to-serve portions. Get some soon.
Something different for a change? Then try the perfect refreshment. Chili Dilly, a delicious pickle treat that's spiced just right for every bite. Economical, too. There's no waste. You eat every bit of the juicy goodness of Chili Dilly. How about trying one right now? Chili Dilly, on sale at our concession stand. You'll love 'em.
Satisfying, lots of pleasure. A coffee break makes the moment right. Fresh aroma, friendly flavor. Make it coffee, make it often, make it right.
To brighten any moment.
Make it coffee.
To enjoy that fresh aroma.
Make it often.
Make it up fresh each time in a clean container. And for full flavor,
Make it right.
And here's how. For each cup of fresh drawn water, use one approved measure of your favorite coffee. That's all, one approved measure per cup.
Satisfying cups of pleasure. A coffee break makes the moment bright. Fresh aroma, friendly flavor. Make it coffee. Make it often. Make it right.
There's no other box of facial tissues like this. Scotty's new Magic Oval box. Only Scotty's give you tissues that float up gently, one at a time, and come out in neat handfuls, too, because there's a Magic Oval inside every new Scotty's box. Only Scotty's Magic Oval can give you tissues that float up, smooth and easy. No tugging, no tearing, no extra tissues tagging along. And Scotty's Magic Oval does even more. It lets you reach in for tissues by the handful, all neatly folded, just right for pocket or purse. Scotty's new Magic Oval box is pretty, too. And inside, soft, strong, sneeze-proof Scotty's. Remember, for tissues that float up smoothly and come out in neatly folded handfuls, look for Scotty's pretty new Magic Oval box, the only one of its kind.
Get our music back here. Get my microphone and my music going back here. Welcome back, everyone. We got a little over a minute left on the timer in the oven. Oh hey, camera's working finally. Those marks on the wood up there, I cannot get rid of those. There's nothing here. This is clean wood. Whatever spider web or whatever caused that back ages ago, I can't get it back. I can't make it uniform anymore. I don't know what to do with it. Let's see what we got. We got enchiladas. We have one little piece of cheese that browned nicely, with a few little small spots here and there. It's a nice browning on the edge here too. Let's see if any of this is still usable. I know I'm going to scoop some of this off. I'm being cryptic for a reason for a moment. Maybe you remember what this is already, though. Or can guess. I'll take that out, too. Removing the more oxidized parts of the last of the guacamole. Do I go white plate? Do I go high rim plate? I think I'm going high rim. I think the optimal tool here for getting these out is this guy. And I am going to guess that is a separation point between And then we're not caring because some of the filling came out. I'm going to cover that up with. Actually, I'm going to leave myself one scoop for the second plate that gets wrapped up. I added a new thing to SprinkleBot that should be now giving me options to better tune all of the color on everything on my stream. There we have it. Oh, this knows I have no clean forks. Let's give this a shot. That's pretty damn good. All the pineapple with the green chili sauce, green enchilada sauce. Oh yeah. Yeah. Good can it be delicious night? There was no crumble. I didn't make dessert. Welcome in, Sniper. A pineapple crumble? The carrots would have been a little weird. Maybe you could have worked it into a sauce. I'm sitting here wondering, what if we went pizza? Carrots, beans, Spam, pineapple. I didn't really have enough mozzarella to do either of these justice. Another food and drink streamer, why not? We can raid them. Alright, tonight was a good night. I enjoyed tonight. I think I'm gonna enjoy this dinner. It was tasty. Gonna be back here on Sunday. I talked about everything earlier, but Sunday we're going to be doing Colorado, the state of Colorado. And I'm going to be making a Mexican hamburger. Which is not a normal hamburger, but it does involve a hamburger. It's a hamburger with refried beans wrapped in a tortilla, and then the whole thing is smothered enchilada style with their style of chili, which is a green chili. And then your typical accoutrements with any type of Mexican dish. So that is the plans for Sunday. Monday, we're doing enchiladas again. But it's going to be a more proper, not spur of the moment enchilada dish. So I hope you come back to join me for that. I wish you all a wonderful weekend. Go out, cause some good trouble. And I wish you the best. Let's go say hi to Justa Torres, who I do not know, but American Sniper Angel has suggested. Hope to see you back again soon. Good night.